It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at AmericanStandardAir.com/electrification.
Start your summer road trip at Midas and get up to $30 off your next repair service. Plus, get a free closer look vehicle check to make sure you're road trip ready. So if you need a brake service, an alignment check, or tune-up, hit up Midas for up to $30 off. For more details, request your appointment at Midas.com.
What are you doing?
My weekly planner.
On your iPad?
On the Zinnia app. It has all different templates and creative tools. It's so much fun. I can import photos and add stickers.
You haven't heard of Zinnia? It helps me keep track of my kids' sports and dance classes right from my iPhone. Zinnia even helps me save important moments, like when my daughter scored the winning goal last week. I was able to upload a picture and the final score.
Wow, okay. It seems like everyone but me uses Zinnia. How do I spell it? Zinnia? All right, I'm downloading it now.
All right, places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens.
They're clucking.
Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning, Rockaholics. Good morning, Steve Migs.
The excitement in your eyes.
I've been missing you.
Honestly, I've been super pumped to come in today. I'll be honest with you as well. Not that I would lie. Like, I'm so happy to see you guys. I swear, especially you, Sarah.
Doesn't Sarah? I have missed
violence.
you. I really have.
I've missed you too, Taryn. I'm Taryn only.
I'm excited to get all caught up with you today. It feels like it's been forever.
I know.
But you know what? I've stocked up on sunscreen for this week, and I'm super excited about good weather on the way. That is another reason that I am so fired up. Is vitamin D is in our future, Rockaholics. It's just great times, and it's time to inform our Rockaholics.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Lawn. I think it's all week is Teacher Appreciation Week, but today is especially special. It's National Teacher Day. Clearly, I wasn't paying attention to my English teacher.
This is the most important day of the Teacher Appreciation Week.
Today. It's Tuesday, Teacher Day. It's also National Concert Day. So I wanted to ask this question to all of you in the room. If you could relive one concert, I don't know why, maybe you just didn't appreciate it at the time, but if there was one concert you would love to go back in time and see again, what concert would it be?
I mean, there's definitely some Rush concerts that I would love to see again.
Shocking.
Just because now Neil Peart is no longer with us.
Okay.
But also Prince, one time completely knocked my socks off and I'd go see Prince again.
Did you see him at the Showbox?
I missed that one, but I saw him at the Tacoma Dome.
Okay.
And it was
awesome.
Stellar. What about you?
For me, it would be when I first moved out here, earlier in the years when I first moved out here, Faith No More played the Moore Theater. And it was pure chaos. The band was just not liking each other on stage. Like, you could see them arguing, especially when they came back for the encore. They didn't come out with Mike Patton, and then he kind of went off on his bandmates, like, thanks for letting me know you guys were coming out already. So he was there was tension, but it really worked well for the show. People were like ripping seats out of the Moore Theater floor, and they were throwing them, and that was awesome. But also the opening band, didn't appreciate it at the time, but now, of course, being such a big fan of Limp Bizkit, opening for them, Limp Bizkit during their $3 bill y'all tour.
Dang.
So they were the opener for Faith No More. It was incredible. I think it was like 1997 at the Moore Theater.
Legendary.
Danny.
Warped Tour 2005.
And that's the one that had all the heavy hitters.
Yeah, The Offspring, MXPX, Starting Line. It was just one of those, like, it was my senior summer, and I did not fully appreciate how awesome that concert was.
You look back on your young version of yourself, you're like, you really should have soaked that in.
A lot more.
Yeah. All right, Sarah. Oh, boy.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
The Spice Girls.
That's a solid pick.
It has to be. They're not together.
A solid pick,
They're not
Taryn.
together anymore.
Well, maybe they'll get back together.
If they did, I would freak out.
I'll go with you.
Absolutely. Steve, you probably would too.
Oh, hells yeah.
That's right. So it's not that bad of a pick.
How old were you when you saw them?
Oh, I think I was like 8.
Did you make your dad take you or did mom take you?
Mom took me.
Even dad's like, nah, I'll do Britney Spears.
Yeah.
And I'll go into the concert way, not any other.
Well, who wouldn't do Britney? Let's get real.
Let's move on. Howard Schultz is back in the news. You know, the former Starbucks CEO. I guess some people are asking him, hey, what would you do to handle all the declining sales of Starbucks? I guess this year they haven't had the best sales year. I think they made a crap ton of money, but they didn't make as much of a crap ton of money as I think people and their stockholders would like. So he said, I would be focused on just coffee drinks and enhance the customer experience. Stop us with all the baked goods and things like that and focus on coffee, which I would double down then maybe on lowering the price of your coffee because I think that also is hurting the sales. Some people are just like, I'm going to go to another place and not drop $50 for a couple of drinks.
1,000%. Well, after nearly a week on the loose, Shug the zebra was finally captured about 30 miles east of Seattle. This was the last. Oh, yeah.
Not anymore.
That's the jam. But this was the last of the 4 zebras that had been on the run for, I think it was 6 days. And this originally happened when they were traveling to Montana and the trailer had some problems. And when they stopped to fix the trailer, the zebras got out.
I do love that he's on the loose, as if it's hiding from people. It's just running around being a zebra doing zebra things.
Just doing, well, for instance, we saw photos of it on the ferry.
Yes, that's true.
Eating Dick's Burgers, running the bases at T-Mobile Park. I mean,
all these were true. Hung out in the studio with us. Let's not forget that as well.
Yeah. Shug had quite the adventure, but now we see that the zebra is in good condition and headed back to Montana to be with its fellow zebras.
And fresh off of another great series win against the Houston Astros over the weekend, the Mariners back at it tonight. Luis Castillo, who after those first 4 games, they don't count anymore. He has just been an unstoppable force, so hopefully the great pitching ways continue for the Mariners. 4-game series against the Minnesota Twins. As far as weather, like you mentioned, is going to keep getting hotter and hotter as the week goes on. But today, we're going to hit a high of 58 degrees. It's going to be clear as well. Thanks to Jersey Mike's, a sub above, for giving us the DMD. And that's what's up.
One of life's biggest mysteries will finally be answered. Why was I riding a pickle over the weekend? We'll find out at 6:20.
Yes, the Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Are you a fan of mystery and adventure? Introducing June's Journey, the captivating free-to-play mobile game that will ignite your inner detective. Play as June Parker in a thrilling murder mystery adventure as you search for hidden objects to uncover the truth behind her sister's death. Step into the glamorous world of the Roaring '20s with stunningly illustrated scenes and over 1,000 mysteries to unravel. With new chapters added weekly, you'll never run out of clues to chase and suspects to interrogate. Plus, you can build your own island escape with beautiful gardens and buildings and even join a detective club to collaborate with other players. Experience the thrill of being a detective and unravel the mystery in June's Journey. Download June's Journey now on your Android or iOS device or play on PC through Facebook Games.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Especially these. Each picture captures a moment in time in the crazy lives of the Daily Migs Show. Here's 4 shots to wake you up.
Rockaholics, give us a follow on social media. Our handle is @DailyMigs. And if you go visit our social media pages, you will see a photo that has 4 shots within it. These are 4 things that have summed up our collective weekends. And Migs, I would love for you to kick it off this morning.
Learned a valuable lesson, and if you see my picture, it's a picture of my daughter on a bed. And where we got this bed was at a place that I've now determined is that place and Costco are two places you should never go over the weekend. And it's IKEA. What a zoo. That place was crazy, but we went to go get Tatum a bed because, well, she's been in like a toddler-sized bed. And she fits in it fine, but she's got all her stuffed animals, or she calls them her stuffies. And so it's a little too much. So she's gotten to the point where she's been sleeping on the floor, which is kind of strange. Because, right, I was like, do you want to sleep on the floor or in your bed? She's like, on the floor, Daddy. Yeah. That way I can fit all my stuffed animals. And I'm like, you're way young, so I guess you could have, you don't understand. That's a terrible idea. As an adult, sleeping on the floor is like the worst decision. If I fall asleep on a nap on the floor, I'm like, I'm sore for a week. So finally, we're like, we got to get her a big girl bed. And we went to IKEA, picked one. Well, she picked it out, put it all together, which was always a fun adventure, trying to put together IKEA furniture with a toddler who wants to help. That's just like, I'm looking at I'm like, this is going to be an all-night affair. Even my wife walked in. She's like, you're a very patient man. Because I'm just like trying to have her help me screw these things in. But it's just a catastrophe. Finally get the bed together. I see her laying in it. And it was like, what? I don't get sentimental a lot. But this one really hit me hard because I was just like, oh my gosh. Like now she's like kind of a not an adult, but, like she's growing, because she's now like in a real person bed, not like this cheesy toddler bed. And it kind of hit me in the feels, I'll tell you.
When they look huge in the toddler bed, then you get the new big kid bed and they look tiny in it. It's wild.
But now all she wants to do is hang out in her damn bed.
Of course.
She's like, come on. That's all we do. We're always hanging out in the bed now.
Sarah, what's going on with your shots? It looks like a lot of shots, actually.
Oh, it does. And honestly, I'm a little embarrassed to post this picture. My husband told me not to.
It's a bunch of alcohol.
It is a bunch of alcohol. It's probably too much for one or two people. We are in the midst of packing for our big move, and we conquered my alcohol situation over the weekend, and it is a lot.
It's a situation for sure.
Are you a booze hoarder?
She's an everything hoarder, Steve.
Solid point.
This is just the only thing that's recent.
Yes.
I'm kind of guilty of that, though, with alcohol, because I'm just like, well, it never goes bad, does it?
Yeah, I mean, I learned, the cheap wine goes bad.
Okay.
Steve, I had wine that people gave to me on my 21st birthday.
Oh my God, that was like decades ago.
It was like, that was at least 25 years ago.
It was 1 decade ago, so we had to dump a lot.
Oh, and this is what's left?
Not even all of it. And I like to call myself, instead of a hoarder, a collector.
A collector.
Thank
It's
you.
a collection for sure.
I always wonder without like wine. I'm like, I thought it always gets better with time, but apparently not the cheap wine.
Our entire house was smelling like Moscato, like the vinegary, like sweet. It was bad.
It's a lot better than what I thought when I first saw that picture. I'm like, man, Sarah had a raging party. That's a lot of alcohol.
I wish.
Danny, what's happening in your shot?
Well, yesterday I decided that I hadn't played guitar in a while, and we had kind of like a lazy day yesterday. It's talking with Steve with it, and it was, it kept raining like on and off in West Seattle, like randomly. So I was like, I don't really want to go anywhere. So I pulled out my old guitar that I bought in college, and it's my 72 Telecaster, and just played guitar all day.
Did you buy that guitar based on a certain rock star?
No, not at all. I actually had a Gibson SG at the time, and I wanted a Fender, but I didn't want a Strat because I was like, I want something different. So I was like, I went to a Guitar Center, and they had the Telecaster there, and I was
It's a sweet guitar.
I was just like, this is just a cool guitar. And I remember at the time it was like worth $1,200, and I was like, I took $800 cash, and I was like, I have $800 cash, and he's like, all right, good. I think he pocketed the money, and I took the guitar.
And then he just goes, I don't know what happened to that guitar.
Seriously.
Some kid with a lip ring and a wallet chain just ran off with it.
Yep.
What was the first song that you played when you put it on?
Yesterday, I played Nirvana, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, I played some Smells Like Teen Spirit.
All right.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
You're such a Seattleite now.
I tried.
Well, in my shot, you'll see that I am
Why are you riding a pickle?
Riding a pickle. Yeah. Because I was at a music festival over the weekend down in Southern California, and Grillo's Pickles was one of the big sponsors of one of the stages, and they had this entire pickle setup with a mechanical pickle.
Like a mechanical bull.
Ride. Like the one that you would put a quarter in outside of a grocery store as a child and ride it.
I was going to say, how aggressive was this pickle?
It was not aggressive at all. It was like the same as a rocket ship that you would ride as a child.
So it was like a sweet pickle as opposed to a spicy pickle.
It was a very sweet pickle, but if you rode the pickle, they gave you a free hat. So,
I'd do that in a
course,
heartbeat.
Yes. So
Now,
I rode the pickle, I got the hat.
Were you wearing all green To match the pickle?
On complete coincidence.
I thought when you went to this festival, like you were in cahoots, because I know you were staying at some fancy person's place.
Yes.
And I thought you were staying at the person who owns this pickle company. And you're like, you know what? I'll be like your mascot and I'll wear all green to look like a pickle.
It just was a coincidence, but the people at Grillo's Pickles thought it was amazing that I matched completely everything that they had.
Well, it's not often you see someone wearing green head to toe unless you're a frog.
No. So over the weekend, it was a big festival in California, but it was cut short due to weather issues, out of safety for the fans and all the bands that were there.
And that's the concert that you were at.
I was at this festival, and we're going to chat all about it after the Foo Fighters.
The Daily Migs Show.
These past couple of years, I've had a new tradition of going down to Beach Life Festival, which is you fly into LAX, you drive out to Hermosa Beach and stay with friends who have a family cabin there, and then you walk down to Redondo Beach for the festival.
And I saw it was all over the news, not because of any of the music that was playing, but because they had to shut the concert down. I instantly thought of you. I never ended up texting you. I thought of you, but
She's fine.
I was like, oh, she probably would have texted if something went wrong. And I'm like, well, no, she wouldn't have texted if something went wrong. But then I saw you were posting some stuff on social media. I'm like, she's fine. I don't need to bother her.
Well, Friday night, Sting performed, and he was amazing. I mean, he played all the Police hits. He played a bunch of his solo stuff. That was a definite core highlight. Saturday night, Incubus completely slayed it. Amazing set list. I sang every word. I think everyone I was with thought I was crazy.
What was the age range demographic for Sting?
I will say,
were you the youngest person enjoying the music of Sting?
There was some.
Okay.
There was an older crowd on Friday night, but I will say the venue was way more packed for Sting than it was for Incubus.
Okay.
Which kind of shocked me. I kind of assumed it would be about the same, number of people night to night, but people were real fired up for Sting, and he was great. Incubus was amazing. And then on day 3, this past Sunday, we were right in the middle of ZZ Top's set.
I didn't even know ZZ Top was still playing.
My first time ever seeing ZZ Top.
Right.
And they were not allowed to complete their set. So as they're playing, you can hear the wind is just grabbing the sound and just destroying it. It must have been really hard for them to even get through it. And at one point, they just kind of stopped playing, and we thought, oh, maybe they've had enough with the sound guy, and they're just bailing. But no, next thing we know, one of them gets up on the mic and says, well, we can't let you leave without this. And they played a couple notes from LaGrange. And then they walked off the stage. They walked off the stage, and we're like, what is happening? And then the next thing we hear...
I love that they kind of troll the entire crowd. They're like, we're told we can't play. We know you want to hear this song. This is all we can give you.
So it was right. They couldn't finish Tube Snake Boogie. Then they played 3 notes from LaGrange, and they were off the stage.
I don't know how many times I've wanted them to just keep playing Tube Snake Boogie for life.
So then the next thing you hear is like basically a warning announcement. Everyone must evacuate. For 1 hour, the venue is experiencing high winds, blah, blah, blah.
Did the winds feel that bad?
It was whipping pretty good, and the fact that the sound was so distorted,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know how they could have even dealt with that. A couple of the gusts got up to like 50 miles an hour, they said. So, it was definitely a safety concern for especially the people that were up on the stage or anywhere near the stages because there's scaffolding everywhere and lights and rigging and all of that.
And sadly, there's been some tragedies over the last decade that have been because of weather that I could understand. I couldn't imagine being a concert promoter when weather hits and you're like, we're outside. Are we being overly cautious, or are we potentially putting the fans and the bands and everybody involved at risk?
Well, and even if it was one person that got hurt or injured or something like that, it wouldn't be worth it. So
if you go on social media,
oh my gosh,
you're wrong.
People are so up in arms about it. They want refunds. I'm like, this is an act of God, is what they say. It's in the contract. I don't think anybody's getting refunds because of high winds.
So you're not getting a refund?
I don't believe so, and I'm not going to, cry about it.
You're not going to sue them?
It is what it is.
I saw somebody saying it's time to file a lawsuit, which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah, somebody said, we'll see you in court, and I was like, I'm sure you will.
You don't want to mess with God's lawyers, man. That's some of the best lawyers of all time.
But all in all, it was great.
I also saw some people just like, it's like 12 miles per hour right now. When are we actually going to get the concert going again? And that's also the fear is like, when do we start the show up again? Like, it's like that with baseball games or football games. Like, when there's lightning and you're just like, I mean, I feel good about going back out there and watching the game until somebody gets hit by lightning.
Well, and they said one of the big issues would have been having to do another sweep to make sure that, that nothing dangerous had happened in the venue. They would have had to do another sweep with law enforcement to make sure there was no, nothing got brought in. They'd have to do all the security all over again. It would have been a nightmare.
I would just be so pissed off. Like, if I'm a big ZZ Top fan, I'd be like, I sat through Sting, I sat through Devo, and all I wanted to see is ZZ Top, and it's over.
Well, the Fish fans were real upset because Trey was not able to play on Saturday. So the Fish fans were very angry.
They were probably so high on mushrooms, they thought they saw him play.
Like, just go to the bar. Well, Rockaholics, how would you like to beat Steve? He is currently 111 wins, 28 losses, and 17 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification.
I had so many ideas to add to my journal, but would forget by the time I got home. Then I found Zinnia, the app that easily helps me record special moments and ideas, track my goals, schedule self-care moments, and document things that matter most. Zinnia makes creating content and ideas across screens so easy. Zinnia has so many cute journal templates, habit trackers, to-do lists, weekly logs, and more. I use my iPhone on the go and then switch to my iPad to edit, add photos, and draw. Then I can add directly to my socials. Download Zinnia on the App Store today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island. This season on Nada Yada Island.
When we were new, they spoiled me. They even gave me a phone. But then, it's like I didn't exist.
Don't take yada yada from your wireless carrier. Now with Metro, get that new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join, same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Just bring your number and ID and sign up for an eligible plan. After 12 months, trade in and get our best deals on select devices.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Drew from Lacey is. Drew, are you there?
Yep.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Drew has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's get it.
What is it called when a caterpillar turns into a butterfly?
Pass.
Kendrick Lamar is making headlines for having beef with what Hotline Bling rapper?
Drake.
Yes. What U.S. city is known for its famous deep dish pizza?
New York? Chicago?
No, Chicago, yes. Who played the title character in the early 90s movie Hook?
Robin Williams.
No.
Pass.
A scientist who studies rocks is called a what?
Geologist?
Correct. Champagne is a sparkling wine made from grapes grown in the Champagne region of which country?
Italy.
No.
Spain.
No.
I don't know. Pass.
What was the most watched series on Netflix in 2019?
You?
No.
Game of Thrones?
No.
Pass.
How many U.S. states end in the letter Y?
2.
Yes, 2.
Ooh.
Okay, Drew, get that last one right. And you get a total of 4 correct.
All right, I'm trying to be in the Drew crew.
Are you trying to be?
We'll see.
All right, you can be in the Drew crew. I don't think I am.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Drew. I want to be in your crew.
You're good.
Steve, are you ready?
Yes.
What is it called when a caterpillar turns into a butterfly?
Oh, man. Well, all these children's books. Metamorphosis.
Correct.
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar is making headlines for having beef with what Hotline Bling rapper?
Oh, man. What an S show that was over the weekend.
Right.
For Drake.
Yes. What U.S. city is known for its famous deep dish pizza?
Chicago.
Yeah. Who played the title character in the early 90s movie Hook? I agree.
In the movie Hook. Wasn't that Robin Williams?
No.
It wasn't? He was Popeye. Johnny Depp?
No.
I don't know. Hook. Eddie Murphy.
No. A scientist who studies rocks is called a what?
Paleontologist.
No.
A paleontologist?
No.
Rock and roller.
No. Champagne is a sparkling wine made from grapes grown in the Champagne region of which country?
France.
Correct. What was the most watched series on Netflix in 2019?
I don't know what Squid Games?
No.
Oh crap. The chess player girl.
No. Wow.
Those were hard.
Steve, you got 4 correct as well, which is a tie.
Oh, shut up.
4 to 4. Okay. Maybe I should have been part of the Drew crew. Wow. Who played the title character in the early 90s movie Hook?
Dustin Hoffman.
Yes. He was.
You had the right movie, but you were thinking of Peter Pan, not Hook.
Also Popeye.
Yeah,
He's also Popeye. Yeah.
Popeye.
He's
Yeah.
a great Popeye.
And you were thinking a scientist who studies fossils, and I said rocks. It's a geologist.
Geologist.
Mm-hmm. That's one Drew got correct.
I was like, Ross from Friends.
And the most watched series on Netflix in 2019? Stranger Things.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I should just guess that.
You really overthought that one.
I did. Squid Games.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on tying.
Oh, over the weekend was the roast of Tom Brady on Netflix, and there was one joke that everyone thinks pissed Tom off. But did it? What was the joke? We're going to talk about this after the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The Daily Migs Show.
At the roast of Tom Brady, Jeff Ross's joke about Robert Kraft seemed to upset the GOAT. If you missed the joke, here it is.
So Tom became a Patriot, moved up to New England, and on the first day of training camp, that scrawny rookie famously walked into the owner, Robert Kraft's office and said, "I'm the best decision your organization has ever made." Would you like a massage? I love Robert Kraft. I love
that again.
Okay. He's having fun. Look at him.
And Robert Kraft obviously had some controversy because of the massage gate, and we couldn't gate to everything, but I don't know. I watched it, and honestly, when I saw Tom Brady react, I did not think that a lot of people were like losing their mind on social media. I was just like, I thought he was just hamming it up and having fun with Jeff Ross.
Oh, yeah. And according to Jeff, he said it wasn't a big issue, and he made an appearance on the Rich Eisen show discussing the aftermath of the remark he made about Robert Kraft.
The one thing people are wondering about today, was Brady really about you making a crack towards a massage joke?
Come on.
No?
Come on.
No?
No way. No way.
Because he came up, he said, knock that off, Jeff.
He's having fun.
Okay, good. Fantastic.
Fun, it's like, that's his dad, that's like, Robert Kraft is like a father figure to him, he was just showing his love for Robert Kraft, and Robert Kraft loved it. We had a great talk afterwards.
So what did you think of it?
It was way too long. I haven't finished it. It's like, I get why now they edit these things. Like Comedy Central used to, a lot of people were like, oh, they edit them because they don't want the offensive stuff to get out there. I'm like, no. the offensive, like quote unquote offensive stuff didn't bug me at all. It was just, it kept going and going. And there was so many comics and so many of Tom's friends, and like everything just took a while. It was like over 3 hours.
Oh, no.
And like there are moments where you look at Tom Brady, and either it's like Julie Edelman joked about his plastic surgery making it so that you can't see any kind of reaction on his face, but it looked like even he was just like, when is this roast going to end? Like it would just kept going. That being said, there were some highlights. I thought Drew Bledsoe was hilarious, just making fun of he was the quarterback that Tom took the spot from. Edelman was great as well, but the person who I became a fan of after seeing that was Nikki Glaser.
Oh, she's hilarious.
Oh my gosh, you need to go back and watch just her performance from this. I can't play it because it's filthy. And it's funny because my wife fell asleep. I'm like, I'm going to watch the roast because I know she wouldn't want to watch it. Way too much questionable language. You know what I mean? So I'm watching it. My wife wakes up right in the middle of her set, and I'm like, this is the worst possible time. She's like saying some really, really raunchy stuff. And I thought she was hilarious. Like, won me over as a fan. Oh, yeah. It was great. And the other highlight, though, I thought was Tom Brady. Like, when he went up there, he had one great joke that I thought was just awesome because he addressed the Deflategate stuff. And he said this.
Remember Deflategate? The NFL spent $20 million and found that it was more probable than not that I was generally aware that someone may have deflated my footballs. You could have just given me the $20 million and I would just told you I did it.
I thought that was great. And they shot right to like Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft at the time, and they were all laughing and having a good time about that.
Rockaholics, we need your help. In honor of the ridiculous rap war between Drake and Kendrick Lamar with their rap diss tracks, we want you to help us create diss tracks for the four of us. So text us now, 206-803-ROCK. What do we need to put in it? What would be in a diss track about me, about Migs, about Sarah or Danny? With your help, we will have our own rock diss tracks at 7:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Are you a fan of mystery and adventure? Introducing June's Journey, the captivating free-to-play mobile game that will ignite your inner detective. Play as June Parker in a thrilling murder mystery adventure as you search for hidden objects to uncover the truth behind her sister's death. Step into the glamorous world of the Roaring '20s with stunningly illustrated scenes and over 1,000 mysteries to unravel. With new chapters added weekly, you'll never run out of clues to chase and suspects to interrogate. Plus, you can build your own island escape with beautiful gardens and buildings, and even join a detective club to collaborate with other players. Experience the thrill of being a detective and unravel the mystery in June's Journey. Download June's Journey now on your Android or iOS device, or play on PC through Facebook Games.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification.
It has been a crazy few days for Drake and Kendrick Lamar fans.
Yes.
The two of them have been releasing several diss tracks back and forth, taking shots at each other. Over the last few days, this rap battle has brought up everything from Ozempic rumors and height shaming to allegations of abuse and grooming.
Yeah, the Drake ones, he's like, if I was a guy hanging out with minors, I would have been arrested already. And people are like, that's not the best way to combat what Kendrick Lamar is alleging. Like, usually when someone goes on that kind of a statement, seems a little strange, but the whole thing is stupid.
So in honor of this drama, we decided to make, with your help, Rockaholics, and the help of AI,
yes,
our own diss tracks. But they are going to be rock songs.
Yes, instead of rap songs. And oh my gosh, we asked the Rockaholics to deliver, and boy, did they. They are ruthless. These are some of the funniest things. It's like the roast of our show on the text lines right now. So we grabbed some of the more interesting things that people have said about us, and some of them are pretty pretty gnarly, and then entered it into Suno, the website that makes artificial intelligence music, and we've come up with some rock diss tracks.
Can we play yours first?
Okay, so mine is called Oiled Up Wrestler. Oh, no, Oiled Up Warrior.
Oh.
Even better. And it's a power ballad, apparently. Are you ready for it?
I'm excited.
I have not heard this, so I'm very nervous.
In the arena, under the neon lights, he steps in ready to ignite. Spandex clad, a warrior in fight. Steve Migs, the oil of night. With a long tongue, he taunts his foes, grapples and wrestles, nobody knows. Oh, weirdo craving dry pretzels and ice. He looks like Shrek in human disguise. Oiled up warrior, a spectacle to see.
Let's go.
That was my favorite one. Someone texted in and said, my 9-year-old daughter thinks Steve has a creepy voice. I was like, savage right there.
That was a hit.
That wasn't bad.
Okay, what's happening with my song, Steve?
So based on some of the suggestions from our rockaholics in the texts, your song is a prog rock song.
Of course.
And it's called Goat Farm Blues.
No.
Are you ready, Taryn Daly?
Never more ready than I am right
Thank you,
now.
rockaholics, for these rock diss tracks.
Obsessed with goats like an old man gone crazy. Living on a farm, wasting money on remarks, but deep down inside, the heart beats for the old souls. She's got a love for the goats, every shape and size. Sometimes she wonders, why does she sympathize? The farm life got her hooked. She's in too deep, wasting all her money, doesn't get much sleep.
Accurate.
Toe tapping, knuckle biting. She's got the goat farm blues. Living on the farm where the old men had their cues. Toe tapping, knuckle biting, holding on to the power line. Taryn Daly, she's a goat loving lady.
She's a I love the constant old man shots, too, because some people are like, oh, she's dating, married to an old man.
It's true. Those are great diss tracks. We're in on it. Danny and Sarah, just so you know, you are also the subject of rock diss tracks. How did you guys fare based on the suggestions of the Rockaholics? You're going to hear about it after Guns N' Roses.
The Daily Migs Show.
In honor of the ridiculous rap war between Drake and Kendrick Lamar with their rap diss tracks, we had the Rockaholics help us create diss tracks for the four of us. We've already heard mine, and we've heard yours, Steve.
I got to say, the Rockaholics did not disappoint. They went for the jugular on some of the things that they said to us. And you know what? That's all. We asked for it.
We wanted ruthlessness.
It's just like the roast of Tom Brady. You ask to be roasted, you're going to get roasted.
So now it's time for Danny and Sarah's songs.
Oh, God. Who do we want to go with first?
How about Sarah? Ladies first.
Oh, then we should go with Danny.
Oh,
the joke's already started. Waka waka. Sorry. All right, so we're starting with Sarah. Hers is a classic rock song, and it's called Sarah's Demise.
Oh, wow.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Crooked mouth and a wicked smile. She walks the streets by the stripper pole. Sarah's got a reputation for being wild, but she's just a pawn in a world so cold. Daddy left the place to with the better Sarah left. With no, she's planting flowers, but she'll forever can't you break free?
I do love one Tyson did say that your dad left and got someone named Sarah that works harder than you.
Ouch.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Brutal.
I know.
All right, what do we got for Danny?
All right, Danny's is called, what is an erg?
Erg?
I don't know why, but it's called crying on the erg.
That's the thing that you sit on to row. They call, yeah.
Well, clearly a couple texters were making fun of you about the fact that you row.
Of course they did.
As your form of working out. So it's called crying on the erg. I'm like, what, ergonomics? I'm very confused about this one. All right, so Danny.
Here we go.
The final diss track, and it is a pop punk song.
Of course it is.
Called Crying on the Erg about our boy, Danny V.
Danny V, he's a little more boy crying on the earth cause his muscles can't deploy. He rolls at the gym, but he can't keep up the pace. Tears streaming down his face in that lonely place. Danny V, kicking out to the side and right, getting all worked up. It's his personal fight. He's got that stranger danger look in his eyes. Deep down inside, he's just a sweetheart in disguise.
Oh, thank you.
Closing up in pictures, Danny V. You're not alone. There are others just like me. And even though you know the sounders think he's still a star, don't let your spirit sink.
It's also a Sounders diss track?
Yeah, I think maybe a Portland Timbers fan might have texted in. I like that. And also the Sounders stink.
Yeah.
Close your mouth, Danny.
I'd like to thank Avril Lavigne for writing this song for me.
That was definitely giving Avril vibes, for sure.
Let your spirit sink.
Rockaholics.
Closing up in pictures, Danny V.
This was a wonderful experiment.
And we'll put all these songs up on our social media page. We'll put together a playlist of the diss tracks.
So you can listen to them all day long.
Yeah. I still think we all beat Drake.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How would you like to beat Steve? He is currently 111, 28, and 18 in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 7:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow, today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
What are you doing?
My weekly planner.
On your iPad?
On the Zinnia app. It has all different templates and creative tools. It's so much fun. I can import photos and add stickers.
You haven't heard of Zinnia? It helps me keep track of my kids' sports and dance classes right from my iPhone. Zinnia even helps me save important moments, like when my daughter scored the winning goal last week, I was able to upload a picture and the final score.
Wow, okay. It seems like everyone but me uses Zinnia. How do I spell it? Zinnia? All right, I'm downloading it now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Are you a fan of mystery and adventure? Introducing June's Journey, the captivating free-to-play mobile game that will ignite your inner detective. Play as June Parker in a thrilling murder mystery adventure as you search for hidden objects to uncover the truth behind her sister's death. Step into the glamorous world of the Roaring '20s with stunningly illustrated scenes and over 1,000 mysteries to unravel. With new chapters added weekly, you'll never run out of clues to chase and suspects to interrogate. Plus, you can build your own island escape with beautiful gardens and buildings, and even join a detective club to collaborate with other players. Experience the thrill of being a detective and unravel the mystery in June's Journey. Download June's Journey now on your Android or iOS device, or play on PC through Facebook Games.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification.
Nerds. Today's episode is sponsored by NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast. Ready to expand your financial game? NerdWallet can coach you on smart strategies like choosing investments, finding your next credit card, and setting a budget that works for you. Score major points towards your summer vacation by learning expert tips for choosing a high-yield savings account and how to build wealth by investing in index funds. Slide into summer with smarter decisions in 2024. Follow NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast on your favorite podcast app. Future you will thank you.
The Daly Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know George from Bothell is. George, are you there?
I'm here.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, George has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What part of the plant is underground and absorbs water and nutrients?
Roots.
Correct. Emily Blunt co-stars along with what Barbie actor in the newly released movie The Fall Guy?
Ryan Gosling.
Correct. What kind of juice is typically in a tequila sunrise?
Lime.
No.
Pomegranate.
No.
Pineapple.
No. How many of the continents begin with the letter A?
1.
No.
2, 3.
No. Same name as an animal. What band had the mid-2000s hit song titled Feel Good Inc.?
Gorillas.
Correct. What do white blood cells produce to help fight off infection?
Plasma.
No.
Pass.
Who played the title character in the late 90s movie Dr. Dolittle?
Eddie Murphy.
Yes. What zodiac sign is represented by an archer?
Aquarius.
No.
Pass.
What is the primary source of energy for our planet?
The sun.
Yes. George, you got 5 correct. You know,
okay.
It's okay. Steve got 4 earlier and he tied. So
anything can happen.
Anything can happen. And you know what?
It's been a while for me.
I'm rooting for George.
Why?
Because he shares a name with your husband?
Yes. How did you know, Taryn?
Yeah, how did you know?
Just a wild guess.
I know.
I honestly thought it was George, your husband, on the phone at first. I was like, oh, this is getting interesting.
I would have freaked out. If he ever has the courage to call in, woohoo! He's going to win, no matter what. Steve.
Wow. Okay.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What part of the plant is underground and absorbs water and nutrients?
The root?
Yes. Emily Blunt co-stars with what Barbie actor in the recently released movie The Fall Guy?
Oh, crap. Hey. Ryan Rowland Smith.
No.
Not the Mariners analyst.
Nope.
Ryan Gosling?
Correct. What kind of juice is typically in a tequila sunrise?
I'm going to go grapefruit.
No.
Pineapple?
No.
Tequila?
Oh, no. How many of the continents begin with the letter A?
3.
No.
2.
No.
4.
Correct.
Yeah.
Same name as an animal. What band had the mid-2000s hit song titled Feel Good Inc.?
The Gorillas.
Correct. What do white blood cells produce to help fight off infection?
Lasers?
No.
No. Shields?
No.
Swords.
No. Who played the title character in the late 90s movie Dr. Dolittle?
Oh, Eddie Murphy.
Correct. What zodiac sign is represented by an archer?
Not that you care. My favorite zodiac sign, Orion.
What?
Oh, wait, that's a constellation.
So confident, though.
It's so wrong.
Brian. Steve, you got 5 correct, which is another tie.
Go F yourself.
5-5. Wow.
I'm sick of these ties.
Nice work, George.
We need sudden death overtime.
Good game, Steve.
Have a good one, George.
Orion. It's actually the best zodiac sign ever. It's Danny and I's sign.
Sagittarius.
Yeah. And what kind of juice is typically in a tequila sunrise, Taryn?
Orange juice.
Yes.
Why did I guess orange?
I don't know. And what do white blood cells produce to help fight off infection?
Is it platelets? I don't know.
It's antibodies.
Oh, whatever.
Did I get to all the questions?
No. What is the primary source of energy for our planet?
Oh, money.
Well,
The sun.
there you go. If you got to
Damn
that
it.
one, you would have
I
won.
wasted too much time on Ryan.
It was a rough weekend for a couple of rock stars as they both fell and bit it while performing at their concerts. And one of them is a Seattle rock legend. Who was it? We're going to tell you after Twisted Sister.
The Daily Migs Show.
Vince Neil face planted during Motley Crue's gig in Atlantic City back on Friday. They were just starting into Wild Side when he went down while running across the stage, but he was able to compose himself.
Have you seen the video of it?
It's pretty
It's so great.
freaky.
Yeah, because John Fides all of a sudden got like the riff going. And you see Vince Neil, he's like, I'm feeling it. And he starts running to the other side of the stage. I don't know what he tripped over, but he just bit it. And of course, all the crowd are just like, oh, is the old man going to be okay? He gets up, no problem, and then sings the song with or without vocal help. I'm not positive. But the mic was live. You heard the thud of the mic on the stage. So at least it proved that at times the microphone is live.
Well, he was not the only one.
I know.
He
I
had
saw
an
this
injury.
one.
Or a potential injury. It was Mike McCready that also went down. He had a pretty scary moment when he fell off the stage while the band was playing in Vancouver. And this happened while they were playing the song Porch.
Which I saw some headlines and they kept saying Mike McCready fell off the porch, which I thought was kind of. I was so nervous. Because over the weekend as a Pearl Jam fan, I spent a lot of time watching YouTube postings of people who were filming the concert. And dude, they sound great. First of all, it's I know I sound like an old man. It's incredible what cell phones can do these days. Like the video quality is phenomenal, especially people who are up close. And the audio is just almost as good as like a recording off the mixing board.
And I'm assuming you looked at the entire set list. What were your thoughts?
I thought the new song sounded phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Like Wreckage, and I think Setting Sun, and a couple of the other, like Running, which is like a hard rocker. I thought all of the new songs sounded great live. And they played Chloe Dancer, Crown of Thorns, the Mother Love Bone cover. I know they typically do Crown of Thorns, the second part of that song, but they did the full thing with the piano intro, and they sounded great. Eddie's voice sounds phenomenal.
Do you think we're going to get that song when they come to Seattle?
Probably not. I mean, they bounce around. I think we'll hear the new songs. We'll hear the ones that they keep doing, like Wreckage and like, Running and things along those lines. But I don't know if we'll hear Chloe Dancer, Crown of Thorns. I'm kind of bummed I missed out on the Vancouver show because of that. But yeah, the moment with Mike McCready while they're doing Porch, I was watching it. I didn't know he fell at the time because I was just watching the performance. And that's one of my all-time favorite Pearl Jam songs. And there he is getting into the solo, and he just falls right off of the stage. And I'm like, oh, my God. The crew guy comes over and just, like, picks him back up. Luckily, it wasn't that bad of a drop. Eddie checks up on him. Mike McCready, like the rock star that he is, who cares he's in his 60s or pushing 60, just starts shredding.
Yeah.
Didn't even care.
Not even phased.
No, I'm sure it was hurting.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it was more ego or more like physically hurting, but like that's the last thing you want, especially during a guitar solo when all eyes are on Mike McCready. And I don't think he realized where the stage had a dip.
Oof. Well, the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs are now in the second round, and the Toronto Maple Leafs once again disappointed their fans by getting beat in the first round. And many of their fans are extra mad at one of the players for referring to himself and his teammates as gods. You're going to hear who said that as we go straight to the comments at 8:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at AmericanStandardAir.com/electrification.
I've been on the hunt for the perfect planner for years, but could never find anything that worked for my life. Then I found Zinnia, an app that's totally customizable and makes planning so easy. Zinnia helps me record special moments, track goals, schedule self-care, and document my life. Zinnia has so many cute journal templates, habit trackers, to-do lists, and more. I use my phone on the go, then switch to my iPad to edit, add photos, and draw, and voila! Everything looks great. Am I obsessed? Maybe. Shh. Download Zinnia on the App Store today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck, and what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
The Toronto Maple Leafs playoff hopes ended in an overtime game. Game 7 against the Boston Bruins. They lost the game 2-1.
I was so conflicted because part of me wants to see the Bruins always lose, but I have this weird thing where if the Maple Leafs get out of the first round and none of my teams are in it, then I want to see them win the Stanley Cup. But I root for them to lose in the first round because they historically always lose in the first round no matter how good the team is. And the look of just disappointment on Maple Leafs fans is comedy. It's just pure comedy.
Well, after this game,
Unless you're a Maple Leafs fan, then you probably just hate everything about the season.
Without question.
Yeah.
So afterwards, the Maple Leafs player Mitch Marner talked to the media.
What does it mean to be a Maple Leaf?
It means the world. Obviously, we're looked upon as, kind of gods here, to be honest. And, something that you really appreciate, and the love that you get here from this fan base and this attention is, kind of none like any other. So
I understand what he means, but even he paused and he thought, yeah, this is a good idea to refer to ourselves as gods.
And then his publicist is like, no.
Like, I get, like, you guys are massive celebrities in Toronto. Like, they are like Seahawks players. Like, or like whatever, like, a big star in your town is. The Maple Leafs are that in Toronto. But referring yourself as gods after you just lost in the playoffs again is a bad call.
Many on social media were not too pleased with them losing in the playoffs and not getting out of the first round even, but more annoyed with him referring to himself as a god. So let's, of course, go straight to the comments.
Yeah, we came across a few of these social media posts after that video was posted up there, and it sent them to Jason, our production director, a.k.a. Veggie Dog, a.k.a. VD, and I've never been more excited to hear him reenact some of these comments because people are having a field day on Mitch Marner, who's a good player. Mm-hmm. Bad choice of words, and I understand that he probably didn't mean it that way, but fans, of course, not too happy. So let's go straight to the comments. Are you ready for the first comment?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Known as gods? You're known for choking in the playoffs. LOL, every single year.
That sums up what life is like being a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Here's our next comment.
Mitch Marner is a god. Said literally no one ever.
I feel so bad for Mitch. Why do I feel bad for a multimillionaire? I don't know.
He's doing fine.
But I kind of feel bad for this guy.
Off, Mitch. The Leafs should just trade into some stupid-ass team. Like the Kraken.
Oh, rude.
I wouldn't mind him on our team. If the Kraken got that guy, you know what it would be like? Having a god on our team.
Oh.
He's a pretty good player. I'd take him. Just keep a microphone away from him.
Yeah, right. Gods? You clown! You're a bunch of beta soy boys more concerned about doing TV commercials and hanging out with Justin Bieber than actually playing hockey!
I always love the people who refer to other people as betas. Those are the alpha bros right there. A beta soy boy hanging out with Justin Bieber. Bieber loves the Maple Leafs.
Of course.
And soy boys.
Yeah. God honestly makes sense. When you need them most, they don't show up.
Ooh.
That was a very deep statement right there on many levels. Some people would disagree.
Hey, Marner, God creates miracles. You do not.
Now we're going down the God road. This is great. We got a couple more in you?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Here's another comment about Mitch Marner referring to him and his teammates on the Toronto Maple Leafs as gods, even though they've been eliminated from the playoffs in the first round yet again.
Makes sense. God rested on his seventh day, too.
They lost in the seventh game.
These are golden.
Pretty good stuff. We got one more. You ready?
Yes.
Him. Yes, bitch.
Okay. I mean, that pretty much sums up every single Toronto Maple Leafs fan right now and how they're feeling. But the Vancouver Canucks are still in it. Tomorrow, you can watch them play.
Do we get to pull for them now?
I still don't view them as our rivals just yet.
Yeah.
We haven't had any massive beef with them as Kraken fans, so I'm still okay with them.
Yeah.
I mean, over time they'll happen.
I would still say that Vegas is more of our rival than Vancouver.
And who got eliminated?
Yeah.
The Vegas Golden Knights, baby. That's what's up.
Well, what do you guys think was picked as the greatest power ballad of all time? You'll be surprised by what came in at number 1. Hell, even what came in at number 2. And we will tell you all about it after the Beastie Boys.
The Daily Migs Show.
UltimateClassicRock.com ranked the 50 greatest power ballads in rock history.
Are you a fan of power ballads?
I mean, I can get down on a power ballad. It's
When I was
fine.
younger, I used to get so mad because all of my favorite metal bands, and I'll never forget it. Like this was this was their strategy: put out 2 bangers of songs, like 2 awesome metal songs, and then the third song they would release as a single was always the damn cheesy ballad.
Now we're going to slow it down for you, Steve Migs.
I know, and I would get so mad. I'm like, I just want you to rock. Poison. I don't know why Poison was the band, but to me, they were rocking until they gave us Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Well, on the list of top power ballads, this song comes in at number 1.
All right. I was going to say, I have never been a big fan of power ballads, but then when I was pulling the music for this whole list, I was like, absolutely not.
Oh!
On this one.
Danny's throwing shade at Prince?
No, on this entire list, but yes, also on Prince. And also, I would like to say that Sarah had the biggest look of disgust the entire time, too. So I think we're just not big Prince fans.
I literally was like, why are you bringing down the room like this, Danny?
You know what the funny thing is? I do like that song. It's like one of the few. I'm not a big Prince fan either. But I always thought that song was pretty cool. And I always liked bands that cover it, but I just don't view it as a power ballad. For me, you have to be a metal band to put out a power ballad. Like hair metal, heavy metal, rock and roll.
There has to be a big transition there.
I don't know why I've created this criteria for a power ballad, but I would never have picked that one even in the top 20.
Okay, what about this one at number 2?
I mean, Taryn's feeling it.
Oh.
Go Tapper, Taryn.
I love this song.
Seattle's Own Heart.
Yes.
That's pretty cool, though, that they're number 2.
I mean, listen to these notes she's hitting. It's ridiculous.
It's not my cup of tea.
Okay, how about song number 3 on the list of the top power ballads?
All right. We're 1 for 3. This is a great power ballad. It's got 2 guitar solos. The music video is ridiculous.
And the second guitar solo goes on forever.
I didn't know I had 2 in it.
The song goes on forever.
It's like a 7-minute banger.
I think November Rain is the one that has 2 guitar solos.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Right?
Here we have number 4 on the list of the top power ballads.
I don't think of this as a power ballad.
I don't either. I think it's too fast, honestly.
I don't know why, but I've never viewed this as a ballad. Like this,
Faithfully by Journey would be a great power ballad.
Put this up against all their other songs.
You don't like this song, though, right?
I don't like this band.
Oh, we have Ryan Castle walking in.
All right.
I happen to be grabbing a cup of coffee, and here's the problem. I am a power ballad connoisseur.
Okay. How you feeling so far in these 4?
Not great. That's not great. And I'm going to agree with you on Journey. Lights is a stronger choice.
Great call.
Yeah.
Just compared to
Faithfully? Oh, come on.
Faithfully is so
That's
good.
a power ballad.
Don't Stop Believing is on par for the tempo of all their other songs. Yeah. I don't feel like they're slowing it down with Don't Stop Believing.
Power ballad.
Bull crap.
Okay, how do you feel about this one, Ryan Castle, number 5 on the list of top power ballads?
That's a great jam.
Get your lighters out.
Like screw Journey, but Foreigner, man. That's right. Let's freaking go.
Wait, if I'm going to get a corporate rock power ballad, it's going to be this one from Foreigner.
Man, so far I feel like we're only one good power ballad. That's November Rain.
That would have been number 1 on my list.
So far.
Yeah.
Number 6 on the list of the top power ballads.
Okay. I put this at number 1.
This was this song is specifically the reason every band after Motley Crue's Theater of Pain came out had to have a power ballad on their album. I mean, this was the beginning of the 80s rock power ballad movement right here.
You know what I'd also put on it?
Oh, yeah. Or how about I Remember You from Skid Row? That's a great power ballad.
And I mean, we want to goof on them, but Every Rose Has Its Thorn, better than Journey.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's better than Journey, but
Thrill would
it
disagree.
certainly fits the criteria.
I stand by what I say. It's a hot take. Poison, greater than Journey.
How would you like to beat Steve? He is currently 111 wins, 28 losses, and 19 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 8:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification.
Nerds. Today's episode is sponsored by NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast. Get your head in the financial game with smart investing and budgeting tips straight from the nerds. NerdWallet's experts will set future you up for success with dependable, fact-based insights. No financial misinformation allowed. Learn how to save on your summer vacation, find your next credit card, or loan for a big purchase, and invest in your next index fund. Make smarter decisions in 2024. Follow NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast on your favorite podcast app.
Are you a fan of mystery and adventure? Introducing June's Journey, the captivating free-to-play mobile game that will ignite your inner detective. Play as June Parker in a thrilling murder mystery adventure as you search for hidden objects to uncover the truth behind her sister's death. Step into the glamorous world of the Roaring 20s with stunningly illustrated scenes and over 1,000 mysteries to unravel. With new chapters added weekly, you'll never run out of clues to chase and suspects to interrogate. Plus, you can build your own island escape with beautiful gardens and buildings and even join a detective club to collaborate with other players. Experience the thrill of being a detective and unravel the mystery in June's Journey. Download June's Journey now on your Android or iOS device or play on PC through Facebook Games.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification.
Start your summer road trip at Midas and get up to $30 off your next repair service. Plus, get a free closer look vehicle check to make sure you're road trip ready. So if you need a brake service and alignment check or tune-up, hit up Midas for up to $30 off. For more details, request your appointment at Midas.com.
I had so many ideas to add to my journal, but would forget by the time I got home. Then I found Zinnia, the app that easily helps me record special moments and ideas, track my goals, schedule self-care moments, and document things that matter most. Zinnia makes creating content and ideas across screens so easy. Zinnia has so many cute journal templates, habit trackers, to-do lists, weekly logs, and more. I use my iPhone on the go and then switch to my iPad to edit, add photos, and draw. Then I can add directly to my socials. Download Zinnia on the App Store today.
My neighbor Ned brags a lot about his smart home. So I showed him my ecobee smart home. Turns out ecobee's a lot smarter. So tell the Ned on your block about ecobee. Just yell, get yourself a smarter home. Visit ecobee.com today.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser.
Who's ready to be Migs? I know Zonkers the zebra making his way back to Montana is. Zonkers, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, guys. How you doing?
Oh, you sound sad.
Yeah, 15 minutes of fame is come and gone, it seems.
Oh.
So we talked to you last week.
I did want to shout out to Migs real quick and let him know that I'm in talks with Window Pane about a new theme song. It's going to go, Beat Migs, I'm a zebra. Beat Migs, not a Libra.
Oh, my gosh.
Zonkers, I love it. Clearly, you're still enjoying some of the Washington green.
Yeah, you know, my mom was saying eat the grains to get the brains. I say get the grass to avoid the sass.
How's it being reunited with your other 3 zebra friends?
The jealousy is real, so I'm getting some looks, but the stories are endless.
I didn't think about that. You're getting all the attention. Everyone's making you into a meme, and the other 3, we don't even know about them.
Yep.
Zonkers, I hope you can beat Steve today.
I also saw online they called Zonkers Shug the zebra, and I'm like, okay, that's not the zebra's name.
No,
oh, that's my captivity name.
See, we know the real you.
That's right.
All right, Steve, get out of here.
I'm out.
For those playing at home, Zonkers the zebra has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
How many stripes are there on the U.S. flag?
13.
Correct. What popular online video game shares its name with a newly released Taylor Swift song?
Pass.
Zebras are native to which continent?
Africa.
Yeah. Who both starred and directed in the 2004 movie $1 Million Baby?
Clint Eastwood.
Correct. Not including the non-continuous states, which state was the last to join the Union?
Did you say not including non-continental?
Non-continuous. Continuous.
Then New Mexico.
No.
Arizona.
Yes. If a liquor is 100 proof, how much alcohol does it contain by percentage?
10%.
No.
50%.
Correct. Red Foo and Sky Blue made up what electronic dance music duo?
Oh, LMFAO.
Yes. What is the pigment that gives plants their green color and helps them with photosynthesis?
Chlorophyll.
Yes. What is the study of stars and planets called?
Astronomy.
Correct. Which ocean animal is the most intelligent?
Whale.
No.
Shoot.
Zonkers the zebra. You got 8 correct.
Not bad.
That is not bad at all.
I'm on team zebra today for sure.
Oh, me too. Absolutely. I don't know. I think this might be a close one. And the last 2 were both ties. So who knows?
Also, Steve, have you ever played an animal before on Beat Migs?
Yeah, once I played a Chihuahua. And, no.
Oh, I thought you were serious.
Crushed that Chihuahua. Stupid Chihuahua. Got 0 right. It was amazing.
Steve, are you ready?
I'm a little nervous. I walk in and Sarah's got this look like the zebra's going to own you.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
How many stripes are there on the U.S. flag?
11.
No.
13.
There you go. What popular online video game shares its name with the newly released Taylor Swift song?
Fortnite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zebras are native to which continent?
Oh, that's not fair. You asked the question.
Hey.
Africa?
Yes. Who both starred and directed in the 2004 movie $1 Million Baby? Who both starred and directed in the 2004 movie?
Clint Eastwood.
Yes. Not including the non-continuous states, which state was the last to join the Union?
Ooh. I'm going to go with Portland.
No.
Oregon.
It's a great state. No.
I don't know. Washington.
No. If a liquor is 100 proof, how much alcohol does it contain by percentage?
90?
No.
80?
No.
69?
No. Red Foo and Sky Blue made up what electronic dance music duo?
Daft Punk?
No.
Oh, I know it. What the hell? LMFAO?
Yes. Wow, Steve. I'm glad you got that one correct, but it doesn't matter because you got 5 correct, which is a loss, 8-5. That's what's up, Zonkers the zebra.
I still got it.
Woo! Oh, yeah.
Causing a ruckus. Wild and fooling around on the crowd. Watch your back.
Yeah.
Seems like some dirtiness is going on over there.
I know, it kind of does.
It's
zebra
wild
mating
out here, baby.
Wow.
Washington, this fierce tail unfold.
Of course, we're talking about zebras here in the Northwest. But the internet is currently losing its collective mind over a question about a bear. How so? We're going to tell you after Stone Temple Pilots.
The Daily Migs Show. The Daily Migs Show.
Have you seen the man or bear question that's super viral right now?
Yes.
It's basically about how women feel safe or not as safe around men in general. Someone asked if they'd rather be alone in the woods with a man or a bear. And a lot claim that they would rather take their chances with the bear.
Which, in my eyes, I know some men are getting really worked up about this. I feel like it might be a moment of self-reflection. If a woman's like, I'd rather be around a bear than some of you creepy asses.
Let's just digest this for a second. So here is someone on TikTok asking women this question.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Man is scary. With a bear. What I've heard about bears, they don't always attack you, right? So maybe a bear.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say, but
Definitely a bear. Some men are very scary out there.
a bear.
I would say a man.
I do love the one woman that said it depends on which man. Like, we like, oh yeah, like if it's Leonardo DiCaprio, then sure. But if it's Steve Migs, no, I want the bear.
It also depends on which bear.
Yeah.
Like the cocaine bear? No. I saw that movie.
There's some
He was
girls
on
in
a
Kirkland that would
rampage.
probably rather hang out with the cocaine bear than.
Also, black bear versus brown bear.
The one thing that made me realize that I'm an idiot is because last week, all the rage around here, I was like half reading this whole bear debate online. And I was just like, I don't understand why people are getting so worked up over this. Like, yeah, we all saw the video of the bear eating the ducks. Yeah. And I thought that was what the conversation was about. Like, people are choosing the bear over the ducks. Like, I didn't understand what was going on because I just kept seeing girls on my social media page saying, I choose the bear with no context. And I never bothered because I don't look like an idiot. But I almost said, Wait, you're voting for the bear over the ducks? Do you not like ducks? Why don't you like ducks? Like, this is how my stupid brain is working. And then finally, one of my female friends was on social media and like had this real heartfelt message about like why she feels that the bear is the better choice and all this, and a spirited conversation that happened afterwards from like her Facebook followers. But up until then, I was like, I can't believe we're having this debate, and it's a big deal over bears and ducks.
I mean, it definitely is a moment where we can just sit and kind of process this and maybe learn a little something on the other side of it.
You would hope, but the problem is that people on social media, if you're, I don't ever see. Do you ever see anybody's opinion changing on social media? More often than not.
No.
People just kind of dig their heels in the sand, and then they're just like, nope, this is the way. I always view arguing over anything on social media no different than somebody who's knocking on your door trying to make you change your religion, which I always think is the craziest thing to me. Like, I never have met a single person that said, oh yeah, I'm practicing insert religion here. I'm like, well, what got you into that? Like, significant other, family? No, some dude was just knocking on my door and just really, really convinced me.
I was kind of thinking about
right? When did that happen? I don't even buy a vacuum cleaner from someone knocking on my door. I'm going to change my religious beliefs because of some dude knocking on my door?
Maybe somebody's very compelling.
If it's a bear knocking on my door, now forget about it. I'll buy whatever.
There was a a black bear in our neighborhood a couple of years ago. I thought it was a cute dog, and no, it was a black bear.
How often do you see bears in your neighborhood?
No, that was the one and only time it's ever happened. This was probably 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought I was seeing somebody's like loose dog run across the driveway, and it was a black bear.
I know this is a strange question to ask, but like outside of the zoo, and besides you, Danny and Sarah, have you ever seen a bear?
Oh, yeah. But up in northern New Mexico, where my family had land, there was just bears all the time.
Really?
They would be like at my grandpa's station trying to get some gas, getting into the trash at my grandpa's house. Or then we'd be out fishing, and you just see them up in the hills just walking around.
Did that not freak you out?
100% it did. But I mean, yeah, it's like they're just living,
I don't know how I would handle it if all of a sudden I looked in my backyard. I got sometimes weirded out when I just see a crow hanging out. Like, I'm just like, what the hell is this crow doing here? And it flies around. Like, I mean, why am I getting worked up about that? But if I saw a bear just walking around my backyard, I'd be like, we're moving.
Well, and I think the black bears are a little bit more of the trash bears. They're just going to go through your trash and look for stuff to eat. They're not going to get your dogs or anything like that.
Right.
But Brown Bear is a different story.
Yeah, Lulu would be so screwed. She's blind,
She can't
has no
see.
teeth. She doesn't even know where the hell she's walking. Sometimes I'll go outside to go find her, and she's like just staring at a wall, and she's just like not even doing anything. And I'm like, this poor dog has no idea what's going on right now.
She's just living her best life.
I mean, maybe.
We know that you are a massive music fan, but could you name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus? Prove it. And if you do, you could win tickets to see A Day to Remember at WAMU Theater on July 15th. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Daily Migs Show. The Daily Migs Show presents the Extreme Music Showdown. Let's play Hook or Shook. Please sign this waiver before we continue. Thank you. We'll drop a 1 second snippet of the hook of a song. If you can't name the song, watch out. You're gonna get shook.
It is time to play Hook or Shook. Danny will play 1 second of a hook from a song that he picked, and you have to guess what it is. This week, we are playing for tickets to see A Day to Remember at WAMU Theater on July 15th. 206-803-ROCK. Ian in Lake Stevens is our contestant this morning. Hello, Ian.
How we doing, Taryn?
Oh, doing so good, man. You've got to get both of these songs right to win the prize. The first one, you are on your own. The second one, this is where you can get shook. A member of our show at random has to get it right for you. If not, you will lose, and caller 9 will get those tickets. So let's see who you're playing with. Will it be me, Migs, or Sarah?
And the digital wheel is spinning. Just passed your name, past Sarah's, and it looks like it's landing on Mr. Steve Migs. Yeah. It's you and me, Ian.
Right on, let's do this, Steve.
Let's win some tickets.
Ian, here is your clip.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at AmericanStandardAir.com/electrification.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island. This season on Nada Yada Island.
When we were new, they spoiled me. They even gave me a phone. But then, it's like I didn't exist.
Don't take yada yada from your wireless carrier. Now with Metro, get that new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join, same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Just bring your number and ID and sign up for an eligible plan. After 12 months, trade in and get our best deals on select devices.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. Like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
I would be shocked and appalled if someone said that to me in front of my staff.
I had no idea what to do. I just had to keep it together.
Dental sound bites, created for dentists by dentists.
Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to need to hear that again.
We can do that.
All right.
Steve, you got anything?
I do have a hint for the artist. Now, so my brain is still going a million miles an hour on the song because I'm the worst with songs, titles, but the artist are a ridiculous number of people on stage wearing masks and jumpsuits.
Thinking Slipknot?
You are thinking correct.
Okay.
All right, so song.
All right,
Let's
so
hear
we
it
got-
again. It is.
I'm just trying to think of their most popular song.
All right. I got the world's worst hint for you.
Oh, no.
Since this is a game with no integrity, it is one step above singularity.
Duality. Yeah.
We are rocking out.
I just know this song as the Finger in My Eyes song.
All
I
right.
kind of want to see them at
I intend to rock out at the concert, too, so let's do this, Steve.
Oh, I like that.
All right, Ian. Now we got to get yours right. Or mine right. Yours. Yeah. I already figured out yours. All right, let's do this.
Steve, are you ready?
No, you basically got mine for me, so I can't do it.
All right. Here we go. Oh, that's easy, but let's do it one more time for funsies. Foo Fighters. Monkey Wrench.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Ian in Lake Stevens. Going to go see A Day to Remember at the WAMU Theater on July 15th.
And Ian?
Yeah.
Thank you for following the bouncing ball of my weird hints.
Oh, it's all good. I do love me some Slipknot, so yeah, you were helpful, man.
Yeah, sometimes until you hear the song, then you're like, oh, yeah, it's that song.
I went down a weird Slipknot hole all weekend, so I was just like listening to all of the hits that I've never listened to before.
Dude, every once in a while, especially at the gym, because that's such a great band to kind of get you going. Except sometimes they have those slow songs, which are really great, but they're not really the ones that get your pump on. But man, I'm fired up about their show that's happening. What is it, White River Amphitheater?
September 7th, I want to say.
I believe so, and it's on a Saturday, which is amazing. I'm going to be there.
Yeah, and they're celebrating, it's an anniversary show, right?
25th anniversary of their self-titled album, which is why they came out with their new masks and like they had the jumpsuits again and everything. And I was like, man, I want to see that show so bad.
This will be a lot of fun.
Danny's going to be in the pit. Yeah. Have we talked about something this morning that you want to talk about? Call us up now, 206-803-ROCK. We will check in with the Rockaholics after Lincoln Park.
The Daily Migs Show.
Throughout the morning, we have received text messages and phone calls from you, Rockaholics, that we've not yet had a chance to chat with you about, but the time has come where we are checking in with the Rockaholics. So call us up if you want to chime in on anything we've hit on this morning, or if there's just something on your mind. 206-803-ROCK. Drama in Covington earlier this morning. We were going through a list of the top power ballads, and you would like to weigh in on the subject of power ballads.
Good morning, my beautiful friends. How are you?
Great, Drama. How you doing?
It's another wonderful day being me.
Love it.
All right, so what would you put on the list of the best power ballads?
Okay, I'm going to add to and say thank God this band is not on there. But first, let me add to, I thought, and Cinderella, Nobody's Fool. That's a power ballad.
Okay, that's a great pick.
And then the other one, and because I think of power ballads, I think of big hair 80s bands, you know, the Butt Rockers, and they all had these thrash, awesome songs like Steve said, and then they had come out with the crappy power ballads. So, but Cinderella, Nobody's Fool, Skid Row, I Remember You.
Yep, that's on there for me.
And then one band, I'm so glad they didn't make it. I would rather take the poser Led Zeppelin band from the 80s, Kingdom Come, over this horrible band, and that's Rush.
I knew it was going. I knew you were going there. Yeah, I'd take this over Rush any day.
You guys have terrible taste in music.
Nobody fool, nobody fool. You know it.
Come on, look at that hair by Tom Kiefer.
I'm so much alike.
Oh,
dude, those are
that
some great
music
ones.
video is awesome.
You know which one came up from a lot of text messages, and I have to agree with them. This is a great power ballad. I don't even know if Danny or Sarah are going to be able to figure out this one, but let's see. No?
Are we supposed to know it by this point?
Yes.
You will once you hear the dude's voice, I bet. If it ever shows up. All right, this is Lita Ford. No?
No.
With Ozzy Osbourne?
No.
Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really hit those notes.
I know it.
No, I don't know this.
I'm also good never hearing it again.
Oh!
It's one of the greatest duets of all time.
Come on.
Of all time?
Yes.
All right.
206-803-ROCK.
I got another good one for you. Let's see
Oh,
if you
yeah.
guys agree with this one, though. Opening up for Aerosmith. Black Crowes. All right, Sarah, what's one for you? You look so little pissy pants over there.
Well, maybe I'm just starting to realize, like, maybe ballads aren't really my jam.
I agree.
Sarah needs beats per minute real bad.
Yeah.
All right, how about this one?
Taryn, do you like this one?
I mean, I could listen to this.
Oh,
sure.
Slaughter? Come on.
What about Damn Yankees?
Damn
High Enough? Is that what that one's called?
Can you take me high enough? No?
No.
I'm good without any of these in my life.
Oh, man.
When I think of ballads, I think of like people doing karaoke very poorly.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's where I hear a ballad.
Can we
Come
go
on,
back?
everybody.
Can we go back to Slipknot, please?
Yeah, what about one within the past, like, 5 years?
Oh, there hasn't been a good power ballad since the 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's a little before my time.
The 80s is where they lived and died.
Yes, died for sure.
206-803-ROCK. We are checking in with the Rockaholics, and apparently everybody loves power ballads this morning.
Our buddy Chad, who I always see at the gym, and so it's funny that he's even bringing up a question about the gym. He said, hey, Steve earlier mentioned that he listens to Slipknot at the gym. What's everybody else's go-to bands for workouts? Love Chad with 2 Ds.
Power ballads. Power
No,
ballads.
power ballads.
No, I like System of a Down. System of a Down used to always get me fired up.
It's a good one.
They feel a little too frantic. Like I might screw up my set. Like, oh, crap, I just dropped my barbell on my chest.
Oh, well, don't do that.
Well, it's because of something.
Danger.
Speaking of A Day to Remember, the tickets we just gave up, you have to do, oh man, I thought it was the beginning of the song. Here we go. Day to Remember is so good at the gym. And like every single time you just want to like lift as much as you can. And headbang.
I can get down.
I know Sarah's.
Sarah, we should do a power ballad yoga class.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'd show up and just fart nonstop with that. All right, Sarah, what's yours?
Wow. I mean, I listen to kind of everything. I remember I was on a kick with Drowning Pool. I listened to Bodies over and over and over and over, like on like the elliptical, you know? But I listen to kind of everything. But I do sometimes listen to some like sad stuff. And then I start crying. So
At the gym?
I have. Yes. When I'm in my feels, and I'm like, I can't be doing this.
That's like the opposite of motivational.
I wonder if that's why I've been at the gym at times where some girls like kind of bawling, and I'm like, I'm staying away from that situation. Like, I don't want anyone. And I hope whatever she's dealing with, it resolves itself, and she's going to be happier on the other end of it all.
Well, sometimes when you work out, the emotions come out too.
I didn't realize that was what. Maybe she's listening to a sad song.
Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know.
Wait, you don't work out till you cry?
No.
You're not trying hard enough.
I don't work out much in general.
You just
so.
don't want it bad enough, clearly.
Do you hate your significant other's name? A member of our show just admitted this to us. Who is it and why? We're going to tell you at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Sarah shared something with us this morning that cracked us all up as we learned that you don't like your husband's name.
No, I actually hate it.
George.
George is his name. Yes.
So did you prefer when we called him Johnny Roberts? Did you like Johnny better as a name?
Johnny is a way better name. Like, Johnny's really cute. George, how old are you? Are you like 100?
Well, Curious George.
Is it a family name?
George of the Jungle?
It is a family name. I found out because...
Is he a junior?
He's like the third. Yes. I found out on our first date because I asked him if he liked his name. And I guess that question, he was immediately like, well, I assume you don't like my name. And I was like, no.
So if given the opportunity and you could change his name, you would change his name?
Oh, yeah.
You would call him by a different name?
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't want you to?
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Well, I mean, luckily I don't really, I never call him George in the throes of passion ever. Yeah, I just call him babe or baby or...
Do you ever call him by his full name?
No. Because it's George.
Of the Jungle.
Yes. And then, so I thought maybe okay, well, what's your middle name? And unfortunately, his middle name is the same first name as my father. So that also doesn't work.
George BJ?
Oh my gosh. Yes, his middle name
Clearly,
is
Dan
BJ.
and I are very excited, and we share the same brain.
Yeah, so that also would be very weird to yell in general or in the throes of passion.
To yell BJ.
Yes.
I mean, some people wouldn't mind.
Some people wouldn't. He would probably be okay with it, but yeah.
So have you thought about what you would name him if he let you call him something different?
Yes, and I do sometimes call him by this, and he doesn't like it.
What, you've made up a name for him?
He, to me, looks like a Brody. And he hates it. Brody, man, what's up, bro?
I mean, he really does kind of look like a Brody.
Brody, he's got a mullet. He looks like, you'd be playing beer pong with him every Saturday. Like, he just looks like a Brody.
So they just call him Gio, short for George.
Gio?
Yeah, Gio. No?
Brody's better.
But Brody has no history to his name.
History schmistery. Sometimes names should die.
Wow. So if you guys have a baby boy someday.
Absolutely not.
George the Fourth?
No.
You got to keep that going.
Will not.
What if that's a big deal for his family?
That sucks.
Have you had this conversation?
I sure have.
And what has he said? We'll talk about this later.
Yes.
Like a typical man like
Yeah.
myself. We'll worry about this when we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You know, you could always get a dog or a cat and name the cat George the
That's okay.
What if we have a girl like Georgina?
Yeah.
Or Georgia.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot more normal than Georgina, I guess.
No, and both of them are terrible.
Wait, so 3 generations of Georges,
Mm-hmm.
and you would just shut it down. Do they have any other sons?
No, he's the only one. He's the only one that can carry on this name.
You can't do that to them.
I'm doing it. Can you imagine a little baby cute boy named George?
Yes.
No.
It's not that weird of a name.
It's an old person name.
Well, I mean, Sarah's not a young name either.
Well, Sarah's not that great. Yeah, I'm not trying to name my kid Sarah. Sarah's basic too. It's not great.
Wow. I don't know if I could really wrap my head around the fact that you would just crush a family tradition like that, like a legacy of George the First, the Second, the Third, and then there's just Billy. And they're like, wait a second, why'd you stop at 3? Well, because of my controlling wife over here.
Shut it
Controlling.
down.
A name is very important.
So go with make the middle name the name that you call your kid, but still give them George the Fourth.
Usually, though, with that kind of stuff, it's the whole name. So it's usually George.
Oh.
You have to name it like George Robert the
You're
Third.
right.
George Robert, yeah.
Why'd you marry him?
You're tough.
How
I
could
don't
you
know.
do that?
I know. Maybe he'll change his name.
I kind of want to know, how do you think his dad will feel if you end up having a kid and you don't name it after them?
I mean, I'll tell them before so they're not crushed when the baby's born and it's not the name.
Do you think they're expecting it?
They better not.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
You need to break this at like Christmas or Thanksgiving, and please record it on your phone so we can listen back to it.
Okay, good deal.
The zebra has been caught. We're going to tell you all about it during the Daily Migs download after the White Stripes.
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
Ryan Castle joins us, and he is probably already wearing SPF 75 for this week.
Oh, you know it. You know it. I'm ready.
It's going to hit like 80 degrees this weekend.
I know.
It's going to be wild.
I'm gonna go to Portland for the Pearl Jam show on Friday.
Oh, dude, lucky you.
I looked at the weather. I was like, it's gonna be 80 in Portland.
That was weird. He made me put sunscreen on his back this morning.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, on my backside.
Hey, the DMD is brought to you by Palace Law. Speaking of concerts, we talked about it earlier this morning. I want to hear what you have to say. It's National Concert Day. If you could pick one concert that you've been to that you would love to relive again, maybe you're too young to appreciate how great they were, whatever the reason, what concert would you go with?
Wait, the best show I've ever seen was Foo Fighters at Marcus Amphitheater in Milwaukee during Summerfest. It was during one of the worst thunderstorms I've ever been in my life, and it was an outdoor shed, sort of like White River. And you look back, I was in the seats under the shed, but you look back behind you, and it's just like lightning and thunder, and it was chaos, and the band just crushed. It was great.
These days they'd cancel that show.
Or the first time I saw Metallica at Memorial Stadium here.
Oh, yeah.
Like probably 95-ish.
Yeah. I didn't even think about Pearl Jam at Memorial Memorial Stadium. Speaking of Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam at Key Arena on the Vitology Tour. That was an amazing show. Yeah.
Hey, Mariners, they're putting on an amazing show, and they're back at it tonight as Luis Castillo's back on the mound, hopefully continues his winning ways and the Mariners' winning ways. They're fresh off another series win. That's 6 straight series wins that the Mariners have had since we unveiled our My Oh Maybe t-shirt in the Rock Shop.
You're welcome.
So let's go Mariners.
That's the reason. Well, after nearly a week on the loose, Shug the zebra, which is apparently short for sugar, was captured.
Not Suge Knight.
No. Was captured about 30 miles east of Seattle, the last of 4 zebras to be recovered after they all escaped from their trailer while being transported to Montana.
He was found outside of Vanilla Ice's house.
Yeah.
Shaking for some more money.
Yeah.
Apparently they called in like guys that are rodeo dudes.
That's who I would call. You call it professional.
Corral them all up. 3 of them were quickly captured, but Shug apparently hopped a fence and was like, I'm out of here.
Free bruh.
But the disappearance started such a fun slew of memes that we were all treated to. I mean, those things went viral. People were talking about it all across the country and beyond about the escaped zebra in the PNW. Everything from visiting Dick's Burgers
to the station
and getting on the ferry and you know, checking out the sights.
You know what happens when you get locked up again? Got to wear stripes.
Zebra on the loose.
Yeah.
Up in town, causing a ruckus. Wild and fooling around. We're on the prowl.
Don't have to worry about that now.
Is that Justin Timberlake?
It kind of sounds like it.
Right? This is artificial intelligence. We asked it to write a song about the zebra for us, and we asked for it to be an 80s hip-hop song, and this is what it gave us.
Feels more ba-da-ba-ba-ba Timberlake.
It's a McDonald's jingle?
Yeah, isn't that him?
The city's buzzing. People trying to stay alive.
Or Bruno Mars. Could be Bruno Mars.
Yeah, it's definitely not 80s hip-hop, that's for sure. All right, weather today, we're going to hit a high of 58 degrees. It's going to be clear as well. And like you said, by the end of this week, we're in like the 70s, high 70s, the 80s as well. Big thanks to Jersey Mike's, the sub above, for giving us the DMD. And that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with the Morning 12 Pack.
The Daily Migs Show.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at AmericanStandardAir.com/electrification.
Are you a fan of mystery and adventure? Introducing June's Journey, the captivating free-to-play mobile game that will ignite your inner detective. Play as June Parker in a thrilling murder mystery adventure as you search for hidden objects to uncover the truth behind her sister's death. Step into the glamorous world of the Roaring '20s with stunningly illustrated scenes and over 1,000 mysteries to unravel. With new chapters added weekly, you'll never run out of clues to chase and suspects to interrogate. Plus, you can build your own island escape with beautiful gardens and buildings and even join a detective club to collaborate with other players. Experience the thrill of being a detective and unravel the mystery in June's Journey. Download June's Journey now on your Android or iOS device or play on PC through Facebook Games.
Nerds. Today's episode is sponsored by NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast. Get your head in the financial game with smart investing and budgeting tips straight from the nerds. NerdWallet's experts will set future you up for success with dependable, fact-based insights. No financial misinformation allowed. Learn how to save on your summer vacation, find your next credit card, or loan for a big purchase, and invest in your next index fund. Make smarter decisions in 2024. Follow NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast on your favorite podcast app.
Rev up your drive with Volkswagen of Bellingham's exclusive offer. For a limited time, get behind the wheel of a brand new 2024 Volkswagen Atlas, Taos, or Tiguan with 4.9% APR for 72 months. Head to Volkswagen of Bellingham today to drive home in style. This offer is only valid through March 4th. Terms and conditions apply. Visit VolkswagenofBellingham.com to learn more.